Give us a second. Shalom.
Shalom.
God, we on. All right, shalom, shalom. All right, for brothers from Great Millstone, Charlotte, coming back with another Lord willing, edifying lesson to feed the sheep of Israel. All right. So before we get started with the lesson, we want to give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakal Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And peace and salutation to the elect that's out here laboring in all truth and sincerity. To you, we say shalom. All right.
Shalom.
So, just wanted to add our 2 cents to this whole situation dealing with this brawl that happened in Montgomery, Alabama. And, pretty much you see, hey, Jake is celebrating, man. They're celebrating this thing like this is like a victory, But truthfully, as it's some good to it. We're not going to downplay the whole thing. Like it wasn't beautiful to see our people come together to put a beating on Esau. But at the end of the day, Jake, you got to remember, that is a small W, which you can't even really use that as a W. But that's a small W to what is really looking towards the bigger picture. Because now this thing is becoming a distraction. All right, you got Jake out here celebrating with all these memes and videos and stupid shit dealing with this damn chair. Pretty much just the whole situation. Jake has ran it. It's not funny no more, man. Okay, and like I said, our people are making it seem like they won. But like the elder Karatazar from Vegas did the video using the Ice Cube clip from that movie Higher Learning, and we're still behind enemy lines, Jay. You're still in slavery, man. All right? Just because you put a beating on Esau, that doesn't take away the fact that we're still subjected under this devil, man. All right? That we're still in his in captivity under this man. All right? Edomites get beat up every day. So just by saying that, Jay, this is not a victory, man. All right? Go ahead.
This is Baruch chapter 3 and verse 6. It says, "For thou art the Lord our power, and thee, O Lord, will we praise. And for this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts."
That was 3 and 8.
You said 3 and 6.
Oh, it's like I'm in 3 and 8. It's like
Kyle, you want to read down? Let's go to the point.
Just go to the point.
It's Baruch chapter 3 and verse 8. It says, "Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments, according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power."
Right. So we are still this day in our captivity. All right. So just because, like I said, you see this video of Jake getting down, don't negate the fact that we're still under this devil, man. You still gotta clock into this damn man system. All right. You still gotta pay bills to this man. You still gotta go to him for the one of all things. We're gonna get that in a minute. But at the end of the day, Jake, you're still in slavery. So you're out here celebrating, not realizing that, hey man, we got a bigger fish to fry than this, man. And this is nothing more than a catalyst that's going to be used to bring blame upon you. Because a good point I heard this week, dealing with Jake, you got to remember that Esau is trying to paint us as the face of terrorism, man. All Jake, not just the Israelites, all so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, man. So this isn't going to do anything but add more to the narrative that niggas are violent, all right, and that they need to be tamed, man.
Got to your point.
Go ahead.
This is Haggai chapter 1 and verse 5. It says, "Now therefore thus saith the Lord of hosts, consider your ways." I'm going to get this in the NLT. It says, "This Lord of heaven's army says, look at what's happening to you." You see, so pretty much consider the predicament, the situation that you're in. Because as a nation as a whole, we're not in the best of state. I'm going to keep going. It says, it's pretty much going to your point. It says, "Ye have sown much, ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a hole, into a bag with holes." So pretty much, we're still under the curses. We're still under servitude to this devil. We're subject to payments. In totality as a nation, we're struggling. We're not on top. You see, so that little so-called victory isn't nothing in the grand scheme of things.
Right. What was the quarter I asked you about earlier?
Pretty much, so it was, it doesn't matter who wins the battle, it's who wins the war, you see. Because right now, at this present moment, we're not winning as a nation. And what's actually going to get us the victory is repenting, which Jake refuses to repent. He would rather take these small, I guess, little nuggets, as so-called victories, you see.
Right. And if I may say,
it's
like,
Jake,
kind of, they're looking at this like a moral victory, man. Jake has been beaten down for so long. They cling to whatever little bit of so-called victory they can get, man. That's why you see, when something like this happens and the so-called black community, rallies together, right? It becomes a national thing, man, because Jake is trying to grab at whatever they can to bring some type of joy or some type of light at the end of this tunnel, man.
Because like we said, you're still in captivity, man. All right, and the video that's been coming out, all right, is just showing you how simple-minded that our people are, man. They don't see the bigger picture of what's coming. All right, so with that being said, like it was a video that came out of this Jake pretty much trying to explain, all right, why everybody's over here occupied off of this damn brawl. You got what was it, China and I think I think was it Russia maybe? It was China or somebody, but they said they got ships. They spotted ships on the border. And then in the video, it was a Jake that was commenting on it. He was like, nigga, who gives a fuck about that? At the end of the day, I still got bills. I still got this, and this. I got to worry about my life, where, like we said, it's bigger fish to fry, man, because here it is. This devil is trying to lead us into, this digital slavery with this, this new world order system that's leading to the Karagma. And you got niggas over here cheering like this fucking this fight was something really it's cool. All right, the first day or two it was cool. All right, yeah, seeing Jake hop off the boat, going to help, his fellow Israelite, brother. All of them start coming together, beating Esau ass. That was cool because you don't normally see that because like the scriptures tell you. Can you get that in Genesis 49 real quick?
Okay.
Our people they have pretty much they become docile in a sense, man. Going back to that the MLK spirit, man. All right, that non-violence, man. All right, so to see Jake starting to get aroused up a little bit, it was good to see. But like I said, man, you took it too far now, man.
This is Genesis chapter 49 and verse 9. It says, Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art going up. He stooped down, he couched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up?
Yeah, he couched down as an old lion because truthfully, Jake had the fight sucked out of him, pretty much after the civil rights era, man. All right. So, we've been saying this for years that these little young wild niggas are going to be the Jakes that's going to end up, rousing up and start taking the fight to these devils. And as you've been seeing throughout various videos, TikTok and Instagram or whatnot, it is these young Jakes that are sitting there like, look, this is us. Like the one Jake that had the tattoos on the face, he was in the car. He was like, man, that video did something to my spirit, man. It was like, man, hey, that's just a small nugget of what we capable of, so how much more when we really start coming together, like, look, the Lord is going to stir the spirit up, man. But at the end of the day, Jake, like your mom said earlier, our true power lies in repentance, not trying to take the fight into our own hand, man. Because a lot of these Jakes that's going to end up going against Esau, they're going to get mowed down, man. All right? Because this devil is coming with all the workings of Satan, all right? These different weapons that they have getting ready to reveal, these robots and everything else, man. You don't really understand what you're up against, Jake. And this is why we're telling you, okay, yeah, this was cool. All right, but hey, keep the main focus on the goal at hand, which is to repent and get the fuck out of here, man.
All right, quick precept. This is Isaiah chapter 1, verse 5. It says, why should ye be stricken any more? Ye will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick and the whole heart is faint. Because pretty much we in a captivity. This was a punishment. It's like, if you was ever to like work in like a jail or something, like Jake pretty much get comfortable in there, They found out, what they like in there. And pretty much, it's ball game. They got TV, the commissary.
They got game systems in there.
Yeah,
now.
like game systems. They be getting phones. So like Jake is super resilient. So Jake get comfortable, you know, and that's pretty much the estate that 2/3 is in. It says from the whole head going into Judah. It says, "Yea will revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart faint. From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it." And which soundness goes back to being whole, and which pretty much is no truth in the nation for the most part. It says, "But wounds and bruises and putrefying sores, they have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment." You know, and pretty much Jake has got comfortable in this estate, you know, with these small little victories, you know, saying, "Hey, we'll give you reparations," you know, like Esau do something small like a stimulus, and then Jake feel like he winning, you know, and then they just fall right back into that docile state.
That's right.
I'm gonna keep going. It says, "Your country is desolate, your cities are burned with fire, your land strangers devour it in your presence, and it is desolate and as overthrown by strangers." So pretty much, you know, you got so-called celebrities. They got little crumbs, you know, but for the most part, we know we're not winning as a nation. It says, well, that was pretty much the point.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna add to you because this is just further proving that we're still in captivity under this damn devil, right? So this is in the curses. This is Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 48. It says, "Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron around upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee." And that's what has happened, man. All right. And the Lord has made it to where we have to go to this damn man for literally everything. All right. Food, water, clothes, all right, the herbs, everything we got to go to this man for, which proves to you that we're in captivity. So just because you beat up a couple Edomites, that doesn't mean that we accomplish anything, man. All right. Like you said, Jake relishes in these small little victories and not realizing that, look, it's other stuff that's more important than this, man. All right. But that is a preview of what the Lord is about to do, because you're going to see more instances of Jake beginning to rouse up against Esau, man, because the scriptures tell you in Matthew 24, all right, and other verses too, but the one that comes to mind is Matthew 24 about how it's going to be, you know, tumults, you know, nation against nation, all right? So things like this are just showing you that prophecy is taking place, but at the end of the day, hey, Jake, we're still under this man. You still got to go to work. You still got to, you know, subject yourself under this devil. All right. And that shows you how destroyed we have become, man. It says, "The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand." Because we all know this is speaking of the Edomites, because when they came over here, you know, where Gad pretty much and Reuben was, and they were speaking Spanish. We didn't understand them. They were speaking English, all right? Because dealing with the rest of the Northern Kingdom as well, you know, they got met with them who didn't understand them either. So English and Spanish, what this devil was speaking when he came over here, and the eagle is the symbolism that Esau has always used to let us know that's talking about him. So it says, "A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young." And this devil has pretty much put hell upon our people, dealing from a youngin to the elderly, man. All right, and he hasn't stopped. And this pretty much situation proves that, man. This was a older Jake. You know, these Edomites jumped him. All right, all for some bullshit, because he asked them to move, doing his job and asking them to move their boat. And the entitlement that Esau has and shows you he still looks down upon our people today. All right, they looked at him like, "Nigga, who is you? Who the fuck are you talking to me, nigger?" You know, with the ER. All right, so they ended up jumping him. That's when the Lord put the spirit on Jake to go ahead and, you know, start throwing them hands on him. All right, but at the end of the day, this isn't time for us to be rejoicing yet, man, because we still got a war to fight, man. All right, because hey, this devil's about to come down with great wrath, and our people are truly not prepared for what Esau's coming with, man. All right. If y'all got anything, y'all go ahead. Pull these videos up.
Just real quick. This is Jeremiah chapter 9 and verse 23. It reads, Thus saith the Lord, let not the wise man glory in his wisdom, neither let the mighty man glory in his might, let not the rich man glory in his riches, but let them that glory in his that they have the understanding and knoweth me, that I am the Lord which exercise loving kindness, judgment, and righteousness in the earth. For in these things I delight, saith the Lord. So Jake is taking glory, in this one little skirmish, right? When there's things that go on, countlessly, man, right? So this is just one drop in the bucket of the fights and things of that nature that go on between Jacob and Esau, on a daily basis. This one just happened to catch the national airwaves. So as we're seeing, Jake continue to glory in this, they're taking their eye off of, the prophecies at hand, right? World War III, the nuclear war, right? The famines that are coming, the MOTB, system being implemented. Their focus is on, one little back and forth between Esau. When we got, much bigger fish to fry, as Priest said.
Exactly. Because like we said, you don't think Esau hasn't, been seeing all the shit that Jake has been putting up, man. All right. And these devils, they're mad. Or they're already mad, but they're getting more mad after seeing all this because look, they already blame you Jakes for the reason why their country is falling. All right, so this is just adding more to that anger. So we're about to see Yahweh Shem Shai, all right, truly, open up on you damn on you niggas out here, and Esau is going to be the main one that the Lord is going to use to do that, man. All right,
that's right.
It's the scripture that goes, Esau's a cunning hunter.
25, and I think 25, something like that.
I can't find it. Because pretty much, if I can give an example, like in boxing, you pretty much correct someone's mistakes. So if you see an opportunity, 27. If you see an opportunity, you pretty much take advantage of that opportunity. And that's pretty much what Esau is doing. He can see this as a opportunity to come in, and capitalize on it. This is Genesis chapter 25 and verse 27. It says, and the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter and a man of the field, and Jacob was a plain man dwelling in tents. So Esau can use something like this because he's a cunning hunter. You see, he's taking surveillance and reconnaissance, so to speak. Doing his research, like in the movie, the Tyrone movie. He was taking his notes and stuff like that. That's what he does. He studies. So he can use something like this to catch Jake off guard. That's pretty much he prospers on that left hand. And with that being his nature, Jake is going to be caught off guard.
That's right. That's good. Like I said, man, he's mounting up to come down upon you, you Jakes. All right. Can you get Revelation 12 and 12 real quick? Mm-hmm. All right. And the Most High is, as you can see, we understand why the Lord is about to, unleash his anger upon Jake, man. Because like we were talking about before we cut the camera on, like I said, Jake has gone too far. Here it is. This white chair is now being looked at as an idol amongst our people because these niggas are giving reverence to that damn chair. Like that was the calling card for us to be able to put Esau down, man. Seen all these videos and pictures of Jake doing this shit with this fucking chair, man. And this lets you know that this is the Israelites, man. All right, because you read in the scriptures, Jake always put these idols up as that was the means of what delivered them out of whatever situation that they got put in, man. That's what Jake is doing with this damn chair, man. All right, so when the Lord, you don't think he doesn't see this shit, man? So when he begins to open up on Jake, we fully understand why, man.
This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. It says, therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Yeah, he's about to come down with great wrath because, as we know, this is his last chance to pretty much, try to gain world dominance, man. All right? So with that being said, this devil's about to unleash all the stops that he needs to bring forth this new world order. And he sees you Israelites as a main force of opposition, whether you know you're an Israelite or not, man. Because as we always go into, even the average Jake, all right, you are a threat to him because Esau knows that the Most High can tap into any Israelite, no matter where they are in the world at any point in time, man. All right, even the grimiest of niggas, the Lord can still use him, all right, for his purpose, man. And so that's why he wants to get rid of Israel, man. So he's about to come down with that great wrath, and that great wrath is going to be shown in the different variations of that sword that he has, man. All right. From there, could you go to Psalm 17 and 13? In the corner walk, could you grab Genesis 27 and 39?
Okay.
Cause this sword, Esau is about to get busy with this sword, man. You know, I'm gonna play a couple of videos after we get the scriptures to show you. All right, you Jake celebrating about this chair. Esau been in the lab too, man. And he ain't, when he come down on, he ain't coming down here with no damn chair, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Psalms chapter 13 and verse. So like you said, verse 17. This is Psalm 17 and 13. It says, "Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword."
All right, so showing you that Esau is the sword of the Most High, man. So his anger is going to be shown through these Edomites, man. All right. So going into like you were going into how he says that he's a cunning hunter. All right. A cunning hunter pretty much perfects how they're going to, take down their prey. You know, you got Edomites doing drills every day about how, perfecting their craft, man. And the nigga go out there, cover himself up with piss. All right.
Mm-hmm.
He has the different instruments that sound like the animal calls. All right. So he has Jake down to a science of how he's going to hunt Jake down. You go into these shooting ranges. All right. You have, Esau shooting at, targets of Jake. All right. And we can go on and on and on about how Esau is preparing to come down on you niggas, man. But you just you too lost in the simplest of things to realize what you're up against, man. All right. But like we said, you will see the anger of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua when he unleashes his soul, which is his devil, upon you, you niggas out here, man. You got it, Cornwall.
That's right. This is Genesis chapter 27 and verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. And it shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck.
Right. So this was going into the blessing that Esau was blessed with from his father Isaac. And it says that the sword was his main source of his blessing, man. And it says by his sword he shall live. And we're gonna fully see Esau, get busy with his blessing, man. All right. So like I said, I got a few videos, nothing too major, but just showing you, here it is, you niggas is worried about a damn chair. All right, like I said, Esau's perfecting that blessing, man. Because you got it shows the folly of Jake, man. You got Jake out here acting like fucking Mortal Kombat Street Fighters with the different chair poses, and the nigga was in the boxing gym hitting the fucking bag with the chair, man. Jake can't take nothing serious, man. But this devil, he's serious about his craft, though, man. All right, look at this shit, man.
All right. Can I read this last verse, please? That's like,
oh, go ahead.
It's Genesis 27:40. No, I was just gonna read this last verse. That's all.
Oh, you got it. Go ahead.
It's Genesis 27:41. And Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. And Esau said in his heart, The days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. So it's going into what you were going into.
Yeah.
That's the spirit. It's about to come upon these Edomites, man. That's what we see by these videos.
Mm-hmm. So, like I said, these targets are niggas that got in some of this shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's one.
And then to add, like you got, these the ones that that's supposed to be serving and protecting, so to speak. Like the police officers and like military and stuff like that. They actually like at home training for stuff like this. Like personal testimony. I had an old coworker. He pretty much had like people like local criminals in the area, like on his wall, you know. So they're pretty much training for Jake.
You niggas have no idea what's in store, man. But you out here thinking everything's like in Friday, like he told Ice Cube told Smokey in Friday, man. Like, look, so you always out here playing. Like he said, that nigga had a gun, right? Esau got his sword, man. All right. So what nigga plays with a gun, man? All right. Esau ain't playing with Jay. You gonna see that, man.
If we don't see the war, we're in serious trouble. If we don't see the threat, we are in serious trouble. Down at the Black Caucus, they were giving all the statistics. 66% of Black children being born in single-family households. That's not to demean that household. White supremacy is saying, I'm taking away the conditions for enhancing Black masculinity. I'm taking away the conditions through which you might produce soldiers to carry on activity on your side of the chessboard.
I forgot about the last part of that shit. That just makes it worse, man.
Man.
But the main part being, as she was saying in the beginning, man, Jake don't see that we're at war, man. All right, and you know this is a spiritual warfare that's about to become carnal, man. But Jake doesn't see that, man. All right. So with that being said, this sword that the Lord is about to unleash upon our people, man, hey, it's gonna get ugly, man. All right, it's gonna get real ugly for you unsuspecting Jake out there. So y'all go ahead. Y'all got your precepts while I look for this.
The latter part of that video, you know, pretty much that also ties into Esau's sword as well, you know, because he got, you know, like eugenics, you know, Planned Parenthood, you know, the stuff he pushes out with the music, the food, you see, but even pushing that type of lifestyle, because if you got more effeminate men, you know, pretty much that's going to take away from the population of Israelites, so to speak, you know, because going back to the precept that you had brought out, Quanawafa said, now I will slay my brother Jacob. You know, that's a form of slaying us, you know.
Also, too, with that makes it an easier target to hunt down. Because if you effeminize the men, all right, there's not gonna be no fight. Okay, because these niggas, they're not equipped to be able to fight. Esau's still in his nature, man. All right, so it's gonna be easy pickings for these damn devils, man. Because even the so-called hood gangster niggas, these niggas are all just effeminate as the homos. Because here it is, you think you hard because you got a fucking AR-15, a damn Glock 9 or whatever. Half you niggas don't even know how to shoot correctly, man. You know? Esau, as we saw, is precise. So when he shoots, he ain't wasting nan bullet. All right? Everything's going to be on point. These niggas use Call of Duty, all right, for target practice, but then actually get out there and do that shit for real, man. Like you were saying, all right, you got former military that's blaming Jake for this country going down, man. So you got former police officers, all right. These niggas in the gun range period just ready just to cap Jake, man. All right. So you niggas don't understand what the Lord is about to do to y'all, man.
I appreciate
for you, priest.
Okay. You go ahead.
Okay. It's Isaiah 10:5. It reads, "O Assyria, the rod of mine anger, and the staff in their hand of mine indignation." Oh, God's spirit. I will send him against an hypocritical nation, and against the people of my wrath will I give him a charge to take the spoil and to take the prey and to tread them down like the mire in the streets. So that's what's about to, befall 2/3, man, right? For thinking that you can partake in Esau's blessing, man. You seen by the video, man. They are perfectionists in killing, man. And, we're supposed to be perfecting our blessing, which is our connection to the Lord, man. Right? Because without that, you're not gonna be able to fight these devils, man. Right? You can't, you can try, but ultimately, as Priest said, man, Jake got all these weapons, and most of them ain't never used them, and the ones that have are are nowhere near. They're miles apart from the skill that Esau shows with them, man.
got a quick one. This is Ezekiel chapter 21 and verse.
That's what I had to say.
Ezekiel chapter 21 and verse 9. It says, "Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord, a sword is sharpened, and also furbished. It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree." And pretty much Jake is in the spirit of mirth, because that's a question. It wouldn't be wise to be in the spirit of mirth. And I want to go into this word furbished. It says marat, and it says it says to polish, to sharpen a sword. So pretty much it's already prepared. It's already locked and loaded. It's around in the chamber. And Jake is in folly. Jake is investing their time into folly.
Mm-hmm. So when the Lord breaks this shit down, you're going to have Jake out here not knowing what the hell they're going to do. All right? Because like we said, man, hey, Esau pretty much, he's ready to come down upon you, man. All right? This ain't the time to be making mirth, man. All these videos and these memes and shit, man, hey, like I said, after about the second day, this shit got old. You niggas know how to ruin a good thing, man. All right? Because that small victory, it is a victory. It's a very, very small, teeny one. But it goes way beyond physically putting hands on this devil. We're going to, Lord willing, will of the elect, we're going to be putting chains on this man and put him in a slavery, all right, while he builds up our kingdom. That's the victory we looking forward to, because this is me speaking. I equate that as the same thing as you got these other Israelite camps making Edomites bow down and kiss their feet on this side, man. That shit is that's not nothing to be proud about, man. Because like the elders always say to you niggas that's out there doing that shit, that's meaningless, because at the end of the day, you still gotta go to work under an Edomite. All right, you still gotta pretty much maneuver in the matrix under this man. All right, so what victory is it if you gotta have this nigga kiss your feet? All right, this the same as what victory was, because now you look at this, the nigga that's involved in this whole brawl, all right, they're going to jail. All right. And as I heard the brother Michael Olive from LA bring out, okay, they got a GoFundMe for this dude. But that shit ain't really nothing on that GoFundMe. But let the tables be turned. If that was an Edomite, all right, that pretty much got jumped like that. All right. And they made a GoFundMe through him, and that nigga would be able to retire and ride off into the sunset with that, man. Because we know that Esau has a perpetual hatred for our people, man. And with that being known, why would you celebrate this shit now, knowing that at any point, if this devil wanted to, man, he could literally, like used to do back, in America's early times, all you gotta do is put the cloak back on with the pointed hood and go back to burning crosses in your yard, man. You had no power to do nothing about that shit, man. All right, so that's not nothing to be glorified in. All right, the mirth. While it was funny, it's still somewhat funny, different pictures and whatnot. At the end of the day, this ain't the time to be murphing up, because we know what the hell is about to happen, man. All right. You got something coming off?
Kind of just real quick. It's Romans chapter 12 and verse 19. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath, for it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord. So though, the whole issue, the situation, Jake, they defended one of their wrong. But at the end of the day, this isn't some rallying call for, mass protests, Jake starting to stand up and fight, man. Right? We understand that the revenge that the Lord has set for these devils is our revenge. We're gonna take part in that, so that's why we just continue to focus on teaching. The Lord is going to handle all the vengeance, right? We don't got to take things into our own hands. We defend ourselves when it need be, but when it comes to these uprisings, right, and Jake, organizing these events and things of that nature, right? That's for 2/3. That's a 2/3 activity, because we understand, that the Lord is going, have His vengeance in His due time, man.
All right, I got something to add for you. This is 1 Thessalonians chapter 1. Verse 6, it says, seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahweh Bashem Yahushua to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. It's going to be the Lord that's going to truly bring the victory unto us, man. Because at the end of the day, this isn't our fight, man. All right, we're players in this chess match, but it's not our fight to win. All right, it's going to be the Lord that's going to recompense this devil for everything that he's done, man. All right, but we have to wait on Yahweh Shem Yahweh to do that, man. All right, because as the scriptures going to go into, hey, this man's going to get his just dues in that day, man. All right, but it's still major parts of prophecy that got to take place before the Lord, all right, deliver this man to our hands, man. Okay, I got one more because that time is coming. We ain't sitting here saying that all right, we're gonna stay, cast down forever. The Lord's going to He's gonna rise us up, man. But like I said, it's gonna be on His time, man. All right,
that's right.
In a sense, just adding a balance to the situation, it is good that our people are starting to realize that we have power in numbers, man. All right, the tribes are coming back together because, as your one brought out in that Isaiah 1, with the whole head being sick. All right, that's a rallying cry to the other tribes as well, man. All right, because just like the situation that happened with the Rodney King riots, man, when the whole world saw that nigga get beat, okay, you had Northern Kingdom that was rising up, and they was getting busy too, man. All right, and you're gonna start seeing that more and more because just like how you seeing with brothers in the camps, you're having our people waking up to, hey, we're the same people. All right, like you see Northern Kingdom, like, look, hey, you are brothers too, man. All right, hey, would you go through? We go through it as well. So we gotta come together, man. It's not just black and brown. We're all so-called brown, but we're all the same people. We're Israelites. All right. Just add on to what I just said. This is Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 33. It says, "Thus saith the Lord of hosts: the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together, and all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go." And that's what our people are coming to the realization of seeing. All right, right now it's Judah mainly that's realizing this, but you got Northern Kingdom waking up to this fact as well that, look, we are the same people. So if we just come together, all right, we can take this man down. All right, but that's not negating that the main part of everything of that equation I just said happening is we got to come back to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai first, man. All right, y'all people can come together, on a carnal means, but it's more powerful when we do it under the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right, because like you want to mention earlier, the repentance is our main source of power that what makes us dangerous to this man. This is why he has done everything in his power to try to keep us divided as people, man. Because as I mentioned earlier, it's power in numbers.
Right. I got one more just laying back off what you were saying, Priest.
Mm-hmm.
It's Amos chapter 9 and verse 11. It reads, "In that day will I rise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen, and close up the breaches thereof, and will raise up his ruins, and will build it as in days of old." So the northern and southern kingdoms coming back together, right? As the priest said, right? We see that on small scale, with these, different uprisings going on, the different skirmishes, Jake realizing that, as the priest said, we have power in numbers, man. We should be, together as a people, right? Because that spirit is drawing back together, right? But they have to come into the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai ultimately, right? It says that they may possess the remnant of Edom and and of all the heathen which are called by my name, saith the Lord that doeth this. So the Lord, is going to allow us to possess these heathen, man. Right? The Lord is coming to establish the rulership, of Israel, man. And so we're seeing these different skirmishes, these different back and forth between the tribes, or with the tribes and Esau, because that spirit is starting to get riled up, ultimately, we're going to go back to that ancient world spirit of Esau, hating Jake, and Jake hating Esau, man. So, we're seeing that come up, and the beautiful thing about it is, it's going to be people that wake up, as a result of this, because they're going to start to seek after, their own, instead of, going after their enemy. You're saying who your enemy is, man. It's these Edomites. So when you separate yourself from your enemy, that's the first part of understanding where your true power lies, man. And then you come in and you get the correct doctrine, from the prophets, starting with our elder apostles on down, and you come into the fold of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua.
Because that's the first step of us, beginning to take this man out. And this is what, like I said, this is what scares him the most. Because when our people come together in the same mind, all right, like you said, that's the house of David, which you're seeing spiritually being, built back up. But then carnally, you're starting to see Jake waking up to look, hey man, we got to come together, man. Like it was a video I seen with the older Jake giving the testimony of, how this Alabama situation is pretty much affecting the minds of our people. He was like, man, he had beef with his neighbor, and after the fight, whatever, they had like a coming together, and it was like, look, I don't even know why I hate you, They looking at each other like, yeah, because that's the Lord removing the curses off of us, man. All right, this is the beginning of that, man. All right. Matter of fact, could you get before you get that Deuteronomy 30:7? Because this is what we're beginning to see, man. If the Lord removing the curses off our people, man, this situation is going to be used as a catalyst, all right, for our people to come back together as well. All right.
This is Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 7. It says, "And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee."
All right. So the Lord is going to remove the curses off of us and put them upon our enemies. So in the kingdom, you're going to see the very thing that we suffer from as a nation being happening to the heathen. All right. And you're already starting to see little remnants of that taking place now. All right. But like I said, the testimony that Jake was given was just showing how the Lord is removing the curses off of us, man. Because like you said, they came to an understanding like, look, I don't know why we don't fuck with each other. And he said they went out to go get some beer. They went to the hood. It was like it was Bloods and Crips, smoking together, just talking about, the situation that happened, man. That's the Lord beginning to pour that spirit of unity back, like we used to have back in the the early parts of America when Jake still had that fight in him, man. All right, because the Lord's he's stirring the spirit up, man, for our people as well as for the rest of the world to take notice that, look, Israel is waking up, man. All right, and you have to be afraid of that because your power over the minds of our people is weakening as the time goes by, man. All right. And when the Lord fully puts that spirit on us to get that power to fight against you, man, that's these heathen, worst nightmare. So I got this real quick, and we'll go to that song. So this is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 20. It says, "Thou art my battle axe and weapon of war, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee I will destroy kingdoms." So the Lord is going to use us, the Israelites, Lord willing, we're of the elect, as his weapons of war to take down you nations, man. All right. As the scriptures say, man, hey, we're gonna put you heathen to flight, man. All right, because in our power, I may mention this earlier this week. And that's how we know, first of all, you Jake shouldn't be glorying in this little small dub, because in the kingdom, not in the kingdom, in the ancient world, a situation like that would never happen, man. An Israelite would have never got jumped by any nation, man. Okay, because at the end of the day, man, the scripture told us that one man will put 10,000, 1,000 to flight. All right, 10 men will put thousands to flight. Roughly paraphrasing and whatnot. But when the Lord gives us that power, man, hey, we're gonna be causing havoc on you damn nations, man. All right, and so this is just a little small portion of what the Lord's fitting to do to us to come against you damn heathen, man. All right, you got it.
This is Psalm chapter 144 and verse 1. It says, "Blessed be the Lord my strength, which teacheth my hands to war and my fingers to fight."
Right. Blessed be the Lord who teaches our hands to fight, man. All right. Because he's going to be the one to give us the power to come against our enemies, man. To pretty much, take down these damn devils and the rest of you heathen, man. All right. That's not done off our own accord. All right. As you know what that scripture said was, he's going to make us a new threshing instrument having teeth. You can get that, Baba Bashar, because to have the spiritual power on top of what we already possess now, because we all know physically Esau can't fuck with Jake. All right, because
I was saying I can get another one.
Oh yeah, you can get whichever one.
This is Micah chapter 4 and verse 13. It says, "Arise and thresh, O daughter of Zion, for I will make thine horn iron, and I will make thy hoofs brass, and thou shalt beat in pieces many people, and I will consecrate their gain unto the Lord, and their substance unto the Lord of the whole earth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that horn, all right, that when you go into that word, that shows you we're gonna have spiritual power. That word horn goes into rays of light. So brothers are gonna be shooting, laser beams like on Dragon Ball Z. You're gonna be having, the light coming out your mouth. The power coming out your mouth, man. And we're gonna have superpowers, man. Esau makes these movies because he knows that this is a reality that is going to soon come into the earth, man. And this is one of the reasons why he's afraid. This is why he has done, going back to that, speaking how this is warfare, all these different things to try to, dumb us down, to kill us, to keep our vibrations low, all right, to disconnect us from the Heavenly Father, because they know that the Lord has the opportunity and he will do it to turn us up, all right, to where we're going to be able to unlock those spiritual powers that's within us, man. Because it's in there, all right, because how we know this, because the beginning of that power, it starts with the faith, man. The fear of the Lord and faith are the two instances to let us know that spiritual power is accessible, man. The Lord just has to turn it on for us, man.
Sure. I got that precept for you, priest.
God.
It's Isaiah 41:15. It reads, "Behold, I will make thee a new sharp threshing instrument, having teeth. Thou shalt thresh the mountains and beat them small, and shall make the hills as chaff."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. We're gonna be given power. We're gonna be changed, man. All right, and we're gonna be putting our enemies to flight. All right. So you thought that Montgomery Brawl was something? How much more when you see brothers with spiritual power putting hands, paws, energy beams, fucking anything you could think of? Hey, brothers like me be into the animes, the superhero movies, the Marvel, DC, whatever, man. All these powers that you see these characters have, we're gonna have the ability to do that in that day, man. All right, and that's what Esau does not want to happen, man, because he knows he can't compare to any of that, man. All right. So this is why Esau is pretty much, going to use this situation to his advantage to have a reason to pretty much come against Jake. But we understand that at the end of the day, the Lord is going to be the main one that's going to stir the ship in our favor to pretty much, make you heathen. All right, bow down, man. All right, because ultimately, when you speak about this shit, Esau thinks that he has a chance to eradicate Jake off the planet. All right, so we understand that the Lord gave us this small victory really through the Spirit as a little glimmer of hope to show you how prophecy is taking place, man. And it's going to get way bigger than that. All right, you're going to see more situations like that happening, man, because the Lord is causing prophecy to take place. And here's an example of that. This is Isaiah 13 and 14. "And it shall be as the chase roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone to his own land." So when we get that power, and we're gonna be hunting Esau down like how he does those deer in the forest, man. All right, and they're gonna be like a chase row in that day, man, running from us. All right, and ain't no gun, no tank, no whatever weapon you got gonna save you from an Israelite with that spiritual power, man. All right, so we understand that. Look, this is what we got to look for. That's the true victory in that day, man. All right, where these heathen can't put a finger to us, man. All right, did you get my quote? You might as well get it. Leviticus 26:8. Corner get Deuteronomy 32:30.
Okay.
I'm just gonna get a couple of these just to show you the power that we're gonna possess.
This is Leviticus chapter 26 and verse 8 says, "And 5 of you shall chase 100, and 100 of you shall put 10,000 to flight."
And how's that gonna happen? Because we don't have power in that day, man. All right, these heathen are gonna be running for their lives in that time, man. All right, so like I said, ain't gonna be no jumping. You weren't jumping none of the mighty men of David in that time, man. All right.
Right.
So with that being said, hey, this is what we look forward to. That's the real victory we want to see. All right. When they look at the Israelite, they looking at them in fear. That's what we look for, man. Not no damn chair. All right. Not no what they call it, nigga, Aquaman. you know, all these different bullshit ass stuff they've been running with. Nah, we looking for that real power, man. All right. Go ahead.
It says, and your enemies shall fall before you by the sword.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Complete power over you heathen to where you can't do shit. That's what we look forward to, man. All right. Go ahead, Cornwall.
So Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 30. How should one chase 1,000 and two put 10,000 to flight, except their rock had sold them and the Lord had shut them up?
Right. So like we were saying, the only way that's gonna happen is with Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah as our rock, man, as our foundation. Okay. So the true fear, all right, and these devils don't reside in, you know, no nigga jumping on no nigga with a pistol or whatever weapon that Jake uses to try to fight it. The real power is having our true power behind us, man. And with that, we'll be able to put these nations to flight, man. Because no matter how the Israelite looks, all right, the Lord's dealing with him. He ain't gonna be able to do shit against him, man. Okay, go ahead. We'll end with that, which I got something else.
Yeah, I got one. It's Zechariah chapter 12 and verse 8. It says, in that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as David, and the house of David shall be as the Most High, as the angel of the Lord before them.
So it said the feeble amongst the Israelites will be as strong as King David. And we know how powerful King David was, man. All right. Him in his youth was able to slay a lion. All right. How he's able to jump over buildings. All right. Hey, King David had songs, you know, sung about him when he went to war. You know, he was slaying, you know, thousands of people. It was one of the reasons why King Saul got mad. Tens of thousands, Slakia. You know, and so that's one man. It said the smallest of us is going to be as strong as King David, and it says, and the house of David shall be as the Most High. So you got 144,000 mini Yahweh Shahs on the planet, or what we call the bright birds, man. Hey, that's going to be a scary sight if you ain't of the elect, man. All right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got it.
This is Isaiah chapter 40 and verse 31. Because this pretty much is what the spirit of the elect is going to be, you know, because you have carnal people that's not in the spirit. It says, but they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary. And they shall walk and not faint. Pretty much going into spiritual power, you know. But it said those that wait, which pretty much goes into an expectation, you see, because they're in the correct spirit, you know. But again, tying it to the point, those that are patient, you know, patiently suffering and waiting on the Lord, they're gonna, receive that power.
That's right.
God. Hey, that's why scriptures say, "Be still and know that He is," man. You know, He's going to give, those who are patient, as the brother said, those powers, man. You know, Lord willing, we be of that 144,000. Lord willing, we be of that elect. This is what's coming to those individuals, right? This is what we have to look forward to. That's why, it's a good thing to see Jake standing up for themselves and whatnot. But at the end of the day, we're not gonna put all our eggs in that basket, man. We're not going. we tell Jake not to, stop making idols out of these carnal means, man. Right. Stop setting these things up in such high esteem when this is just a inkling, of what's to come. Right. You should hope to get actual power, so you don't gotta, go buy a chair from Walmart to beat Esau ass. The Lord give you spiritual powers, so you can fuck Esau up, for that 1,000 long hard years, man. That's what we're looking forward to.
We're gonna be able to fuck Esau without touching him. You just think, a thought in your mind, and Esau just crack. Make that nigga inside come outward just off a thought. So we need a chair. Fuck a chair, man.
Right.
That was all I had. Y'all had anything else?
God. That was it.
All right, so Lord willing, man, this lesson was edifying to the elect. Okay, we're gonna close it out by giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Kodash. Double honor to our apostles and elders of great millstone that taught us this truth and the rule well. Peace and salutation to the elect that's out here labored in all truth and sincerity. To you we say shalom. Shalom.